right. You remember Bernie Wilburn? You remember the cop? Remember that cop, Bernie Wilburn?
Remember who?
Bernie Wilburn used to be on the Panama City Police Department.
Yeah, yes, I know him.
That idiot clown in the year 2000, Jerry Causey, because of a boom car, his car flipped over. I don't understand it. You drive an emergency vehicle, but you won't protect yourself. You won't protect the ambulance. You won't protect the fire people. No matter how many laws I look up. 80610 of the Florida statutes, it is a felony to put emergency vehicles in danger.
To solve the problem. So when you call up here and you rant at the dispatchers and you call up here and you curse at them, then that's not serving any purpose whatsoever. That's not solving anything whatsoever. All that's doing is tying up their time, just like you're tying up my time right now talking about Bernie Wilburn and 2000 whatever you're talking about. When there's other things that are more important that need to be done than talking about what Bernie Wilburn did. And so you're not serving any purpose whatsoever, but except you're satisfying yourself that you've told us off and you've told us all that you're going to tell us and you're going to make us do whatever, but that's not proving anything and that's not solving any kind of problem.
Okay, first of all,
if you call up here and you just call up here and you express that there was something that happened and then someone can get there, but you called and you said, you just told me out of your own mouth that 10 minutes ago a boom car went by. I can't do anything about what happened 10 minutes ago.
Here's what
There's no officer that can find the car that went by your place 10 minutes ago at the highway speed that they travel when they go by there. There's no telling where that thing would be by now or what it looked like or anything about it.
all you gotta do...
You hear noise and then you call us.
Yeah, right.
That doesn't solve any problem.
Well, why don't you take the no trespassing signs that you all put in the woods to terrorize homeless people, take the no trespassing signs, put them at the intersections there, with the boom car saying, we hear a boom car, we'll take away your vehicle forever. Why do you interrupt me? Why do you interrupt me? I'm speaking. Why do you interrupt me? Why? Is this a cop technique? Is this a cop frustration technique? How about using a little bit of courtesy and let me finish what I got to say? Okay? Now, we can take all the no trespassing signs, no loitering signs that are down at the grocery outlet, 100 signs down there at the grocery outlet on 6th Street there, take those signs and put all over Panama City. We hear a boom car will take away your car. We are going to protect our emergency vehicles. 80610 of the Florida statutes. It is a 5-year prison sentence to endanger an emergency vehicle. Does that sound fair? Does that sound fair, Jason Jeter? Oh, by the way, I just got finished talking to Courtney. Have her swear under perjury that I cussed her out. So why won't you do anything, Jason? You drive an emergency vehicle, why won't you do anything to protect yourself and make yourself a lot safer? Why don't you do that? Why won't you do that, Jason? Why won't you do something to protect yourself? You say you drive an emergency vehicle. Why won't you do that? Yeah, I know. Huh?
I told you that when you call 10 minutes after the fact, that doesn't help us with
Jason, I didn't call 10 minutes after. Jason, I didn't call 10 minutes after the fact. When I hear one of them boom cars, I got you on speed dial. I got you on speed dial. So it's not 10 minutes after the fact, Jason.
When you overtalking the dispatcher, just like you overtalked me, just...
No, I was talking and you're the one that overtalked me. I know that's one of the cop techniques, I know that. You know, just like I tried to have you get that paper and take it home with you, that PDF oath of arrest and prosecution that I created, that is designed to put a cop under the jail. Now, why wouldn't you take that PDF oath of arrest and prosecution? Why wouldn't you take it?
Why would I not take a paper that you...
It was on my door. Hey, if you was doing a criminal investigation last time I checked, if you have to, you'll use tweezers to get hairs. You'll use luminol to get blood. But here, I got a great big PDF oath of arrest and prosecution right on my door. This is part of a criminal investigation. The criminals are the boom cars. I'm giving you the proof of the boom cars. I'm giving you the proof of the felonies that these boom cars are doing. So why wouldn't you take it?
It didn't have any evidentiary value, Jim.
You didn't want to look for it, right?
I saw the paper there.
That's right, but you didn't want to do anything. You didn't want to take it. Why not? Was you scared? My God, I can't believe a little piece of paper. You're scared to take it to the idiot clown Scott Irvin, so-called police chief, idiot. You won't take it to that clown, will ya?
Jim, do you know, have you ever heard the saying, you get more flies with honey than vinegar?
Gee whiz, why don't you ask Courtney, who I just called? Why don't you ask her if I wasn't nice to her? Go ahead. Hey, you got the recording there on dispatch.
But you were very rude to me.
Tell me how rude to you. Tell me how.
You were cursing at me, calling me all kind of names when I was at your house.
What did I call you? Come on, tell me.
You were calling me a liar, all kinds of stuff. I don't know what all you were saying. I couldn't hear a lot of stuff you were saying.
Gee, hey, but you told me that you couldn't even hear anything, so you committed perjury right there, Jason Jeter. Not only that, you did...
You didn't listen to what I just told you.
You did conspiracy under 838 of the Florida statutes, a criminal conspiracy. Not only that, under 895 of the Florida statutes, which is cop racketeering, you committed 3 felonies right now. While protecting these boom cars, you committed 3 felonies. But you see, you're a cop. You know, just like that they shot Laquan McDonald in Chicago. You're a cop. You can cover it up.
I committed 3 felonies?
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Let me go through them. 837 of the Florida statutes. You lied to me. Okay? Now, 838 of the Florida statutes is conspiracy. That's when you all know what's going on, and you won't do anything about it. Now you did 895 of the Florida statutes. That is a minimum of 30 years in prison. Not only that, you did United States Code Title 18, 241, 242. It's a $10,000 fine and 10 years in prison. Look in your cop's manual. It's there. And it even warns the cops. Now, here, thing is, Jason, all you gotta do is get idiot clowns like Officer Gray that arrest a broken down Patricia Wilder in McKenzie Park for quietly drinking a beer. You get the idiot clown Sergeant Stryker.
So that's not against the law to drink a beer in McKenzie Park?
Isn't it against the law for these boom cars to terrorize many... Let me ask you a question. Are the boom cars breaking any laws or not?
I asked you a question.
No, I'm asking you a question. No, it's not a crime. No, as a matter of fact...
Until the cows come home, but...
I looked up standard jury instructions.
The entirety of your calling and ranting doesn't solve anything. It doesn't solve anything whatsoever. Because you call and you rant and you yell and you overtalk the dispatchers and you don't give them a chance to say anything and you curse at them and you call our chief an idiot, whatever.
Yeah, he's an idiot and he's a clown on top of that.
All of the officers' names and idiots and whatever else that you call them, and that doesn't do anything to lend any kind of your case of what you're trying to bring across when you're calling people names and then you're asking them to you want them to do something for you, but then you're calling them all kind of names and how incompetent they are and how they're idiots and one thing after the next.
I call them homeless terrorists too. On top of that, there's a guy named Kenny Luther. 9 tours overseas. Got all shot up. Some punk idiot clown threw him in jail for sleeping in McKenzie Park. And you mark my words, I hope and pray I can find that cop and I will put him in prison for the rest of his life for what he did to a U.S. Marine. I hope and pray somehow or another I can find that punk that threw him in jail. You daggone right.
That was a U.S. Marine.
His name was Kenny Luther. 9.5 tours.
He was in jail for 9.5 years for sleeping in McKenzie Park.
I know you're trying to twist things around. No, I said...
Is that what you said?
No, I said 9.5 tours he did overseas.
9.5 tours?
Yeah.
And he got arrested for sleeping in McKenzie Park?
Yeah, that's a real crime, isn't it?
Okay. And he was a Marine, so you want to find the cop that put him in jail, and you want to put him in jail for the rest of his life.
That's right. You're daggone right. I'd love to do that. I would sleep real good.
That have prior military service.
Pardon me? You had prior military service?
Do you know that? We have cops here that have prior military service, so if it was a Marine that arrested him and put him in jail for sleeping in McKenzie Park, then what would you say?
I'll tell you what. Troy Sherman, you know that idiot clown that went over to Afghanistan? He's the one that protected a guy named Danny Kashmir Pipus that pulled a knife out of me. You know an idiot clown by the name of Coretta Tierney? Okay, they protected, and I got proof of it, where Danny Kashmir Pipus pulled a knife out on me. But I think you've seen the exercises that I do. I can still get up on a desk and knock out 15 incline push-ups, putting my fist on the floor. Okay? I was forced to have to defend myself against that punk who pulled a knife out on me. Okay? Now I want to know the reason why you all won't put up signs that says, we hear any boom cars, go to the shops, go to Summer Sound.